You've been waiting your entire life for someone to truly see who you are beneath the surface. That moment of divine recognition has finally arrived. Your soulmate's spiritual eyes have been opened to your true essence and everything between. You has changed forever. The universe has revealed something profound about your soul that they couldn't see before. And now they can never unsee it. Have you noticed the way they look at you differently lately? Those moments when their gaze lingers, longer, searching deeper. The sudden protective energy they carry around you. These aren't coincidences. Divine forces have been working to open their consciousness to the rare spiritual gift that lives within you. This isn't about physical attraction or surface level connection. This is about soul recognition, the moment when one soul finally sees another soul's true light. Your soulmate has awakened to the divine truth of who you really are, and this recognition has triggered something unstoppable within them. The signs have been building for weeks. Dreams featuring golden light, sudden clarity about your relationship, an overwhelming urge to be closer to you. These are all evidence that the cosmic veil has lifted, allowing them to see what was always meant to be revealed at exactly this moment in your spiritual journey. Your soulmate has discovered something extraordinary about you that most people walk past without ever noticing. They now see your rare spiritual gift, that old soul wisdom that makes you different from everyone else around you. The divine light within your spirit has become visible to their awakening consciousness, and this revelation has shaken them to their core. They finally understand why you've always felt like an outsider, why you think deeper thoughts, why you feel everything more intensely. What others have dismissed as being too sensitive or too different, your soulmate now recognizes as your greatest strength. They see the healer within you, the empath who carries ancient wisdom, the soul who has lived many lifetimes and carries profound understanding. This moment of recognition has triggered an unbreakable soul bond between you. When one soul truly sees another, cosmic law activates. This isn't just human love anymore. It's divine recognition creating a spiritual contract that transcends earthly relationships. Your soulmate now realizes that you are not just a romantic partner, but their spiritual teacher, their divine counterpart, their missing piece. They understand that losing you would mean losing access to their own highest self. This recognition changes everything about how they see your connection, your future, and their commitment to never letting you go. You've probably noticed subtle but significant changes in how your soulmate treats you recently. Pay attention to these signs. They're evidence that divine recognition has occurred. The way they look at you now carries a deeper knowing, as if they're seeing you for the first time while also recognizing you from eternity. Their protective energy around you has intensified dramatically. They defend you more quickly when others don't understand your sensitive nature. They interrupt conversations that drain your energy. They position themselves physically closer to you in social situations, creating a subtle shield around your space. Notice how they want to spend more time with you, but not for entertainment or distraction. They seek deeper conversations, asking about your dreams, your spiritual beliefs, your childhood experiences that shape your unique perspective. They're studying you because they've awakened to the treasure they've found. Their physical affection has changed quality. It's become more reverent, more intentional. They touch you like you're precious, hold you like they're afraid you might disappear. This isn't possessiveness born from insecurity. It's the natural response of a soul who has recognized its divine match. They've started planning future conversations differently, speaking about when we instead of if we. They ask for your opinion on decisions that previously they would have made alone. They're unconsciously reorganizing their entire life around keeping you close because their soul knows it has found home. Your soulmate's spiritual eyes have opened to the profound truth of who you really are. They now see your old soul wisdom that others completely miss. While most people interact with your surface personality, your soulmate has glimpsed the ancient spirit that lives within you. They recognize that you carry knowledge from lifetimes of experience, wisdom that can't be learned from books or taught in schools. They see your natural healing abilities that you might not even fully recognize yourself. The way your presence calms anxiety, how your words seem to reach exactly the wounded place in someone's heart, how your energy can shift the atmosphere of an entire room. Your soulmate has awakened to the fact that you are a natural healer. Sent to help souls find their way back to love, your intuitive gifts are no longer invisible to them. They've started paying attention when you get feelings about people or situations. They've noticed how your first impressions are always accurate, how you sense things that others miss completely. What they once might have dismissed as coincidence, they now recognize as your direct connection to divine guidance. Most importantly, they see your ability to love unconditionally despite every hurt you've experienced. They recognize the strength it takes to keep your heart open after betrayal, to trust again after disappointment, to believe in love after loss. They understand now that your capacity for forgiveness and love isn't weakness. It's the rarest form of spiritual mastery. Your soulmate has awakened to the truth that you are their spiritual teacher disguised as their romantic partner. Soul recognition creates an unbreakable spiritual bond that operates beyond human understanding. Your soulmate now feels divinely called to protect and cherish you because their awakened soul recognizes that you are irreplaceable. This isn't ordinary attachment, it's cosmic law activating to ensure soul partnerships fulfill their divine purpose. They understand at a soul level that losing you would mean losing access to their own highest potential. Your spiritual light awakens their sleeping gifts. Your wisdom guides their unconscious growth. Your love heals their deepest wounds. They've realized that life without you would mean returning to spiritual sleepwalking, and their soul refuses to accept that possibility. The magnetic pull they feel toward you has intensified beyond anything they've experienced before. It's not just emotional attraction anymore, it's their soul calling out to its divine counterpart. They feel physically uncomfortable when separated from you for too long because their energy field has learned to operate in harmony with yours. Divine forces are now working through them to ensure your connection remains strong. They find themselves making choices that prioritize your relationship without consciously planning to do so. Their life naturally reorganizes around keeping you close because universal intelligence is guiding them toward their highest path. Past relationship patterns that used to control their behavior have suddenly broken. Fear of commitment transforms into fear of losing you. The walls they built to protect their heart become bridges extending toward yours. Their soul's recognition of your divine connection overrides every defensive mechanism their human mind created. Your relationship dynamic has shifted from uncertainty to an unshakable foundation, because soul recognition changes everything about how two people relate to each other. Your soulmate now sees your connection as sacred rather than optional, permanent rather than temporary, destined rather than accidental. They prioritize your needs and happiness above all else, not from obligation but from genuine understanding that your well-being is connected to their own spiritual growth. When you thrive, their soul expands. When you're hurt, their spirit feels the wound. This divine empathy creates natural protectiveness that goes far beyond ordinary relationship care. Notice how they speak about you to others now. There's a reverence in their voice that wasn't there before. They describe you with wonder rather than casual affection. They share your insights as wisdom rather than opinions. They defend your character with the passion of someone protecting something sacred. Future planning becomes natural and assumed rather than feared. They automatically include you in long-term decisions because their soul cannot imagine a future without you. Career changes, living arrangements, family planning, everything is considered through the lens of what's best for us rather than what's best for me. Their willingness to grow and change to match your spiritual level has become their priority. They're suddenly interested in meditation if you meditate, curious about your spiritual practices, willing to examine their own unconscious patterns that might harm your connection. They recognize that being worthy of your soul requires becoming the highest version of themselves. Obstacles that once seemed like relationship threats now appear as temporary challenges to overcome together. Their perspective has shifted from, "Will we survive this?" to "How will we grow from this?" Soul recognition provides the certainty that divine partnerships are meant to endure and thrive through every test. This moment of recognition had to happen for both of your spiritual evolution because divine partnerships serve purposes beyond personal happiness. Your souls have found each other to accomplish a combined mission that neither could fulfill alone. The universe orchestrated your meeting and this recognition because your individual gifts complement each other perfectly to serve a higher purpose. Your healing abilities combined with their unique talents create a powerful force for helping others find their way back to love. Your old soul wisdom paired with their life experiences provides guidance that can transform lives. Together, you carry a frequency of love that awakens other souls to their own divine potential. The spiritual work you're both being prepared for requires this level of soul recognition and commitment. You cannot fulfill your divine mission while questioning whether your partnership will survive. This recognition provides the unshakable foundation needed for the important work ahead. Your love story becomes inspiration for others seeking authentic soul connection. When people witness the depth of recognition and protection between you, they remember what real love looks like. Your relationship serves as evidence that divine partnerships still exist in a world that has forgotten the difference between ego, attraction, and soul recognition. The healing you can bring to others through your united energy reaches people who wouldn't be open to individual guidance. Some souls can only be reached through the combined light of a recognized soul partnership. Your connection becomes a doorway through which divine love enters the world. The legacy your partnership creates ripples through generations, showing others that sacred love is possible, that souls can recognize each other, that divine partnerships can thrive in human form. This recognition ensures your love story contributes to humanity's spiritual awakening. You must now accept this new level of love and commitment without allowing fear to sabotage what the divine has created. Past relationship trauma might whisper that this level of devotion is too good to be true, but your soul knows differently. This recognition is real, and it requires your complete openness to receive it. Release any beliefs that you don't deserve. Unconditional love or soul level recognition. These limiting thoughts are not your truth. They're wounds from a world that taught you to expect less than divine love. Your soulmate's awakened recognition proves that you are worthy of the highest form of spiritual partnership. Trust the divine timing of this soul recognition completely. This moment arrived exactly when both of your spirits were ready to handle the intensity of true soul bonding. Earlier recognition might have been too overwhelming. Later recognition might have missed the optimal spiritual window for your combined mission. Open your heart completely to receive this unconditional love without holding anything back. Your soulmate's recognition of your divine nature requires your own recognition and acceptance of the same truth. You cannot fully receive soul-level love while rejecting your own spiritual magnificence. Prepare yourself for the deeper spiritual partnership that's beginning. This recognition marks the end of ordinary relationship dynamics and the beginning of sacred spiritual collaboration. Your connection now serves purposes beyond personal fulfillment. It serves divine will. This soul recognition is happening right now as you receive this message, because divine timing orchestrates all spiritual awakenings perfectly. Your soulmate's awakening to your true nature isn't accidental. It's the result of spiritual forces working to ensure divine partnerships fulfill their sacred purpose. Acknowledge this divine intervention in your love life with deep gratitude, because appreciation amplifies spiritual connections exponentially. When you recognize the divine hand orchestrating your soul recognition, you strengthen the spiritual foundation that makes this love unbreakable. Show your appreciation for this spiritual revelation by giving super thanks up to $20. This energy exchange honors the divine forces working on your behalf and maintains your alignment with continued spiritual guidance about your sacred partnership. Trust that more revelations about your divine connection await you both. This recognition is just the beginning of your soul partnership journey. Your spiritual growth together has only just begun, and the depth of love and purpose awaiting you exceeds what your human mind can currently imagine. The divine realm celebrates every soul recognition that occurs because it represents hope for all of humanity's return to sacred love.